Guys, what's up? My name is Ashton. This will be my first makeup tutorial on this channel, second video. Bear with me. Right now I am only working with a laptop camera. So that's what I got. That's what I'm going to use. We're just going to start with this tutorial. The reason for this though, yesterday I went to Ulta and I spent almost $150 on 5 items. And personally, I think that if you're going to spend that much money on that little of product, you should make a video about it. Document it. Okay? For everyone to see. Because you spent an arm and a leg and your firstborn on some makeup. With that being said, okay, what I like to start off doing, when my hair is wet after I get out of the shower, when I do my makeup, I always take it, because it's so long and thick that if I don't do this, I look like a troll doll whenever it dries. So while I do my makeup, I always twist it up in a bun if it's wet. If not, I'll put it in like a, whatever, those headband things, or twist it back, or sometimes I put it in braids. But when it's wet, I like to just twist it so that whenever it comes down, it's a little drier and it has like a little bit of a kink to it. So there are some products I bought yesterday. I want to show you those before we get started. First things first, foundation. I had been using, about a year ago, I was using Dermablend, and then they changed their formula, whereas before it didn't have SPF, and now it does. And SPF, my skin is really sensitive, so it'll always make my face break out. So then I switched over to MAC, because some of their foundations don't have SPF in them. And I was using the Studio Fix, and I honestly couldn't wait until the bottle was done so I could get new product. I just didn't like the coverage, wasn't my favorite. So when I went to Ulta yesterday, I asked the girl to help me find a foundation that will be full coverage but won't have sunscreen in it, because I have really poor skin, I guess. So I got this. It's called BECCA. My color is cashmere. This is a very, very thick foundation. A little goes a long way. Literally less than a pea size. Hang on, I think I need to check on that. False alarm. Okay, so there was something else that I bought, because I have this, the Anastasia contour kit, the cream contour kit, and as much as I love it, the only thing that I have an issue with about it is that it's so thick that when you go to paint it on your face and then you go to blend it, you look like you smeared clay all over yourself. So you need something to thin it out. So now what I wanted was the Farsale Rose Gold drops, but they didn't have that at Ulta. I don't know where to get it. I even looked online. Can't even find a price for it. So if you know where to find that, drop it in the comments, please, because I would really, really like to purchase that. But in the meantime, I was recommended this. It's called CLARINS Paris. It's booster repair. It's for sensitive skin. It's not going to make you break out. It'll act like a lightweight moisturizer. I can add it to my foundation to thin it out, because this is, like I said, a very thick foundation. And then add 1 drop to each color that you're using. Little goes a long way, really. This was not cheap. It's like 40 bucks. But so far, it's not doing anything. I used it yesterday, and it has not given me any new breakouts. So that's a good sign. Something else I bought yesterday was I needed something to paint my face with, so I got a concealer brush. This is the Real Techniques brush. It was like $8, but at Ulta right now they have, for the Real Techniques products, they have buy one get one half off. So I also got, this is the thing I'm so excited about right now. This is the Real Techniques brush number 301. This is from their new line of luxury brushes. They have like a heavier handle, better bristles, like everything. This is an amazing brush. So this one was on sale for $20, and then it was the buy one get one half off. So of course I got the cheaper one for half off, but it's not that bad. This is the best contour brush ever. I'm literally so excited about it. I need to just make a video just to talk about this thing, but that's for a different day. So, with all of that being said, we can go ahead and start. Oh, no, wait, I lied. There was something else that I bought yesterday. Because I had been using MAC, and when I went and got matched for my face, they matched me with my color. And then I walked out of the store and I took a picture. It was my birthday. Taking a picture, 22nd birthday with my mom. Hey, flash. And then I look like Casper. Not cute. So I had to go get a new powder, and I got one by, I think it was Maybelline. Yeah, Maybelline. And did the same thing. Whenever I would take a picture, my face would light up like a ghost. Not cute. So I asked the girl yesterday. Now, I don't know if she was just recommending all of these expensive things to get her thing up, whatever. I don't know, but I'm a sucker, so I bought it. But so far, so good. I do like this powder. It's by Pure. It is the Balancing Act Shine Control Powder, so it's going to leave you looking matte. And it's also translucent. Believe it or not, it's translucent. I was honestly surprised because it has that pigment in it. But it really is translucent, I swear. So, with all of that being said, I'm going to go damp my Beauty Blender because I forgot to do that. By the way, this is also the Real Techniques Beauty Blender. You can get 2 of them for $11.18 plus tax at Ulta. I'm going to go wet this and I'll be right back and start this. All right. So, yesterday, I actually made a video for all of these products, and then YouTube muted the audio because I tried to play Pandora in the background. So, whatever, YouTube. Still new to this, okay? Don't hate on it. I'm trying. So, start with the foundation, literally 1 pump, okay? 1 pump. So, oh my gosh. Why did I forget my mirror? I'll be right back. Again, bear with me. All right. Because I cannot look at the screen and do this because it will not look good. So you get to see my profile, my lovely profile. Sorry, guys. All right, so put 1 drop of this foundation on, and I'm just gonna kind of like dab it around my face, and then I need to put my septum up. Boop. And then you just kind of blot. Really, some people. I did watch a tutorial by the sisters that created the Real Techniques products. One of them was actually, she was rubbing it across her face. She said because she doesn't like the full coverage look, but you can do either with these sponges. It's perfect because it has a flat end. That's what I like. So it just, blends the product in really nicely. And then for those hard to reach areas, like in the corner of your eye, you can use the rounded tip. Make sure you're blending down your neck. No one wants to see that line. Not cute. And it looks like I have more product on one side of my face than the other. So I'm going to add a little bit more and then go ahead and blend that in. To be completely honest with you, I'm really not sure if I like this foundation. I am not the type of person that wipes my makeup off when I get home from work. I usually sleep in it, which might not be good for my face, but I don't need to hear that from you, okay? Don't care. But what I'm used to is waking up and my foundation is still on. Now, whereas I didn't care for my MAC, it did. It was still on every time I woke up. Dermablend, woke up, still on. This one, I slept really hard last night, and it all came off. Even my wings, which is very weird. Normally I wake up and my wings are still on point. So, I don't know. I'm going to give it a couple days. Use it. See if I'm doing something weird. I don't know. It might be me. And if not, I'm going to take it back. And I did ask. I made sure that I could take it back if it didn't work the way I wanted it to. And then I'll probably try Tarte because I don't know, there's the consistency of that product. I really like it. It really sucks, though. Dermablend, if you're watching this, stop putting sunscreen in your products. You suck. Thanks. And there's this pimple right here I really want to cover. Oh, and if you guys are wondering why there are caterpillars growing on my face, I don't know if you can really see them, but they're pretty bad. My girl who does my eyebrows, the only person I trust to do my eyebrows, she had a baby, and whenever she went on maternity leave, I decided to take the liberty of plucking my own eyebrows, and they got really thin, and now they've been growing out for months, and they're still not where I want them. But they're naturally really thick, like they should come down to like here. So I'm trying to get my Cara Delevingne eyebrows back on point. And once I get there, once they're bushy as bushy, then I'm gonna wax them. But it's gonna be a while. All right, so you know what? I think I want to use this on my face. These oil drops, just because this feels it's just a really thick foundation. Like really, it's thick. So I just put 2 little drops of this oil stuff on my beauty blender, and I'm just gonna blend it in. This stuff is soft. I like it. Really, like, it's not heavy or anything. It's very lightweight. Feels really natural. Hi, Callie. Don't scratch on the chair, please. It's not nice at all. Y'all, this is my cat, Callie. You see her? Callie! Come here. Hey! What are you doing? She's a princess. She was originally my boyfriend's cat, and he was like, what do you want to name her? She looks like a tiger. Like, if you look at her from the top, she looks like a tiger. And I was like, I've always wanted to name an animal princess, so I was like, Princess Tiger Lily. Because I also really like Disney movies, and Peter Pan's like the shit. So, he was like, this is my cat. I'm not calling her Princess anything. So he went and asked his sister what she should name her, and Callie the Calico. How original. But you know what? Honestly, it fits her way better than Princess Tiger Lily. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my handy dandy concealer brush, and then again with my Clarins oil drops. And I like to use under my eyes. I like to use the I think it's, shoot, I'm just dripping that everywhere. Yeah, it is I have the light palette because I'm really pale. I like to use the banana color under my eyes, and mostly as a highlighter. I don't use this middle color. It's too dark for my skin. Sometimes I will use this one, but I'm just going to focus on the banana color today. So, like I said, 1 drop, little goes a long way. Okay, can you see it in there? Alright, so I just kind of mush it around and get it in there. Alright, once you have a little bit of product. I'm getting no light in here anymore. What's going on? And glares, I love that too. Okay, so I like to start under my eye. You want to start with your light colors first, because if you start with dark and you're using the same brush, you're gonna look muddy, okay? So focus on that. Think about that before you start just putting colors on your face. You want to make like a defined line. Go as close to your bottom lash line as you can get. You want to highlight parts of your face that stick out, like that are, what's that word? Prominent. The prominent features on your face. So under your eyes, so, you know, stop around your cheekbones, your chin. I'm going to do one swipe down my nose. And then you want to highlight right here in the middle. Tip of my nose. Right there. Okay. So now that I've got my war paint on, I'm going to blend. Well, you know what? I'm going to do right from where my lips end right here to the bottom of my ear. So I'm going to show you why. And I'm just going to go ahead and put the dark contour on my face. I like to use the middle color, which is called Light Sculpt. I really only use 2 of these colors. So again, drop of oil. And I'm going to blend it around. Now that I have more than enough product on here, I like to start, okay, what's going on? I like to start, you see this right here on your ear? As close to that as possible. And then we're going to sweep and kind of curl it underneath your cheekbone, okay? So that's where my cheekbone ends. So I'm going to sweep and curl underneath it so that it does that lift, okay? Like so. Everyone does this different. If you don't like how I do it, that's fine. Move on. Find a video that you do like. I've taught myself how to do my makeup, so I'm probably not doing this correctly, but I've watched enough YouTube videos to kind of get the gist of what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm going to blend this, and then I'll put the rest of it on up here. Time to blend. So you want to start with the lighter colors first, like I said, so that you don't look muddy, okay? Trying to stay away from that. See that? How it just kind of brightens up your face? Just a little bit, not too much. Alright, now it's time to blend the contour, but I need to wet this again. I'll be right back. Okay, so starting close to the ear, I'm going to blend inward. See this? Blend, blend, blend. And then you want to blend your cheeks. Don't want to do it go down, you want to go up, as to kind of, it kind of gives you a little bit of that bronzy effect on your cheeks. And you don't want to, you want to leave that line, okay? That's the whole point of contouring. You don't want to go down on your lower chin. So, your lower chin, you only got one chin. Need a little bit more. Right. Trying to show you. It's really bad lighting in here, but one side done, one side not. Let's go on this side. And then again, we're going to blend inward towards our nose. And then we're going to blend upward on our cheeks. Alright, so there's a very important part of contouring. In my opinion, it's very important. I like to contour my jawline. So I start over here, right, like under my ear, and go down and go all the way around. Okay. And again, we just blend. This one we're going to blend down into our neck. Last step with the liquid contour. But wait, there's more. We're gonna just kind of dot around the top of our forehead and right in here, just to not go in the middle of the forehead and mess up the highlight that we just worked on. I'm gonna kind of blend this one downward into the middle of your face. Alright, so basically I just used the Anastasia contour kit as a base for my other contour that I will use, which is the Cocoa Contour. I will put that on after I put my powder on. So now that I've got this main part down, I'm gonna powder my face. With powder, you don't want to press it down into your skin. You want to have a light touch and just brush very, very lightly over your makeup. You don't want to push your pores. You just covered all your pores and your pimples and shit. You don't want to push the makeup back in them, creating more pimples, creating dark looking crevices in your skin. You don't want that, so you just want to very lightly. Very lightly. This is translucent powder though, so I do have to use quite a bit just because it's not a full coverage powder by any means. So if you don't want to have that sticky feeling on your face, you're going to have to do a few layers. But it does say that on the back to build it up if you want. It is a thing. I'm not making this up. I'm really going to try to make this video shorter than the one I did yesterday. It was like an hour long. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, and you can just fast forward. I think I might just talk too much, but I am who I am. I'm not changing for anybody. Alright, so this is my shit. This and this. Can we go ahead and count how many times I've said shit in this video? I think like 7 at this point. Oh well, anyway. So, love this. I've had this palette since Christmas last year. We are now in September, mid-September, and it's still not even gone. Like, I've hit the bottom, but it's still not even gone. So this is going to last me a good while. And it was only $40, which I don't think is that bad, especially when it's lasting me all year. Heck yeah. Alright, so I start with this color right here. These don't, do they have names? Oh, they do. Medium Cocoa right here. And with my brand new fabulous contour brush. They do give you a contour brush in this kit, but I've just used the hell out of it. So it's dead. It died a long time ago. So this, I needed this. And what the hell with the light in here, man? I can't do. Okay, so to use this brush, it is I want to tap it, but I can't because now I have product on it. But it's a thicker brush, meaning there's a lot more bristles, and they're short, so they're compact in there, which makes it perfect for blending. Just like with the Anastasia contour, but now this is powder, you're going to start the same. Don't turn it this way when you put it on your face, okay? That's too much of a line. You want to do the slender part this way. So, just like before, I'm going to make a line. I'm going to go ahead and blend it up into my temple. Now, I watched a video on how to use this brush, and what she said was to, after you make your defined line, you're going to go ahead and blend it in like light little circular motions up on your cheekbone, because you want to keep that line. That's the whole point of contouring, right? I'm going to have to blend mine out later because it's really, really dark, but that can be fixed with more powder and a powder brush. Alright, so I think I'm pretty blended on this side. I freaking love this brush. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Start here and go down. And then blend up into the temple. And then small little light circular motions going up on the cheekbone. And then with whatever excess product that's on your brush, you're going to reinforce that, that jawline you did. Try to get some of this excess product off and just blend it on the rest of your face. Little goes a long way. This brush is serious. Like, normally I use the same amount of product I just used and it does not have the same effect. So this is an A1 brush, guys. Go get it. It might be 20 bucks, but it's freaking worth it. Tap, 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 tap. Same thing like earlier, you're going to blend up into your forehead. All right, and then I'm going to take the dark cocoa color, just this one right here. Little tap, really. You don't, this one is really very pigmented, so this is just like a bronzer, okay? It's not contour. You don't take it all the way down. I just do it right here and then blend up. Go about halfway, because I took my other contour all the way over here, but this one you want to just stop halfway and then go back on your forehead. So you got that nice sun-kissed glow. This lighting is awful. I will find better lighting for you guys to show you the finished product afterwards. So I don't know. This is just not working for me. But dust off your brush. All right. So now let's choose. Okay, this is Smashbox. This is a blush and an eyeshadow palette. It comes with, I have 3 of these that all came in a box. I got them at Ulta after Christmas last year. It was on sale for like $35, which is amazing. That is, there's 6 eyeshadows in each of these. So that's 18 eyeshadows and 3 blushes. This blush is in the color Flush. It's like a, kind of like a peachy pink color. It's peach. We'll go with peach. I'm going to take, this is just a Mary Kay blush brush that I've had for a while. I probably need to get a new one, but it's just got memories, you know? Don't want to get rid of it. So just tap very lightly into your blush and then light circular motions going up on your cheekbone. And something that my mom taught me when I was younger, whenever you do your blush, because you don't want to just color here and color here. Now, this is a personal thing that I do. Not everybody does this, but I like to just add a little pop of color in these 3 points of my face. So just a little bit on the chin, a little teeny tiny bit, literally barely touching my nose. You see that? Barely. And then just dot it on your forehead because you don't want to take away that highlight. I need to, this is really bothering me, I'm going to go back in and blend this line out. So just take a fluffy brush and circular motions. Without blending your contour line down into your chin. And then to reinforce it, that line, like I said earlier, I'm going to take the light cocoa color on my contour palette, and with the, like I said earlier, remember I said don't do it this way, I'm going to do it this way, so I have a thicker line right underneath. And I love this palette so much because it smells like chocolate. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Alright. That looks way better. Okay. So, I need a little bit of foundation on my sponge because I don't use an eyeshadow primer. I just use foundation or concealer, depending on what's sitting closest to me, and it always works. I never have an issue. Especially, it might just be the Smashbox. Like, these colors are really pigmented and they hold for a long time, but I don't normally just put them on. So I mean, I have put them on without something underneath it, and it does hold, but I've noticed that they'll be more vibrant if you have something sticky underneath it for it to cling to. So just, I'm putting a little bit of foundation back on my lid. Okay. So now that it's nice and tacky, I should put this oil away before I spill it all over the place. Now that's nice and tacky, I'm going to take my Smashbox eyeshadow palette. It's the same. I like to match the blush with the eyeshadow that it gives you in the same palette. I feel like there's a reason for that. So I'm going to use these shades right over here. This is Marzipan, Nude, and Java. These are my absolute favorite nude mattes. Like the browns, you know. So, dang, I'm losing light fast. Okay, I need to hurry up. Wow, that sunset, though. That's great. Wish you could see it. This camera won't do it justice. I won't even try to show you. Okay, so these brushes, now this bag looks really yucky because I put all of my brushes in here. But I got this at Ulta. I got this bag at Ulta. It came with these two brushes that are double-ended brushes, so technically you have 4 brushes. It has one, I use this one for my eyebrows. This is just a small fluffy brush, and then I have an even bigger fluffy brush I use for blending in the crease, and then it has a thicker brush that I like to use when I'm using like do I know how to talk? When I'm using a dark color, instead of blending it in, I like to pat it on and then blend later so that it sets. So that's what I use this brush for most of the time. Or if I want to just, you know, get really close to my lash line or go underneath, like, this is a good brush because it's like a thick, sturdy brush. But I got these 2, 4 brushes, I don't know, however many you want to call it, in the 2-pack, and it was like $6.50 at Ulta, which is not bad for 4 brushes. And they actually work very well, and I've had these for a while. You know, they don't flake or anything, so I recommend these. They're by Eco Tools, which is also my powder brush. I love this brush. It's super soft. This is also a cheap brush. I think it's like $6, $5, $6 at Ulta. So with all of that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started on my smoky eye. I always like to do a nude smoky eye if I'm in a rush because it's the easiest thing to do. Sometimes I will use my Cocoa Contour palette to do my eyes, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to use my Smashbox because it's the shit. And there goes that word again. So I'm going to start with my smaller fluffy brush and get the nude color. This one. Pick up some color. Alright, and then I am going to start in the crease. Light strokes, okay? Very light strokes. This stuff is pigmented. And then I like to blend it up close to my, not all the way to my brow bone, but close. I'm going to leave this part underneath lighter for the time being. We'll work on that part in a second. Okay. I really wish I could play music, but apparently that's frowned upon. Like seriously, every day that I do my makeup, I have to have music playing, so this is really, really strange for me. Sunlight in here is freaking awful. Alright. So after that, I'm going to take that thicker brush I was telling you about, and I'm going to pat it into the darkest color I have, which is called Java. And And I'm going to pat right here on that lighter part that we left untouched. That part, but leave, I'm going to go from the middle and go outward, okay? We're going to leave this for that marzipan color. So like I said, I like to just blot it on and let it soak in first before I blend it. Turn it over and kind of blend that up into, oh, someone's calling me. Blend it up into that nude color you used earlier. I'll blend this in just a second. Hey, babe. I'm making another YouTube tutorial because I went and checked mine and found out that they muted the audio on it because I tried to play Pandora in the background. Isn't that lovely? Yeah. So here I am doing another one. I haven't gotten any yet. I will, yeah. Yeah. No, listen, I'm not gonna forget. It's just, I'm not. Okay. Yeah, just keep me posted. Okay. Ew. 4 o'clock? Well, shoot. Well, let me know if I should take a nap before I come get you. Okay. Alright, I love you. See you later. Alright, bye. So, alright, so now I've got both of these sides done. I'm going to flip this brush over. Now I have the fluffy end. If you can see this. See? Okay. So now I'm just going to blend that in. So it's a nice smoky eye. Beautiful. Ba-boom. Alright, so now I'm going to go back to that first brush that I used, the smaller fluffy one, and then I'm going to take the marzipan color, the lightest color on this trio right here, and I'm going to touch that to the corners of my eyes, just to give it a little pop. Alright, and then I like to go ahead and blend it up under my eyebrow, so there's not that hard defined smoky eye line. Make it all look very soft. Alright, so once you have your smoky eye done, here, let me see if I can get better light. Can you see this right now? Okay. So, oh, you know what? Something I forgot to do? Wow, I'm really bad. I forgot to moisturize my lips before I started. I usually put on some chapstick before I start all of my makeup. But I obviously skipped that step today. So there it is. And then I'm going to take, this is also my shade. This is the L'Oreal 12 Hour Infallible, the super slim It's got a felt tip. It's an eyeliner pen. I love this thing. It's almost like a marker. It's very, very easy to use, if you can see this right here. It makes a super nice line. Here, I'll just go ahead and draw a line on here for you. Super nice, super easy to use. It bends, so you can make that wing, that swoop. Swoop. I'm weird. I don't even know how I have friends. Okay, so it's really hard for someone to explain how they do their wing. I get asked this the most, though. How do you do your wing like that? Honestly, I kind of just wing it. But really, no pun intended, I kind of just wing it every day. Because sometimes it has a mind of its own, but for the most part, this is the best eyeliner pen I've used. So I like to start from the corner and work my way this way, and then I'll do it on the other side and make sure they're even, and then I'll go in and do my wing. That's the best way I can explain it. Just remember they're sisters, not twins, but the closer to twins, the better, if you can do that. So I'm going to go starting from the corner of my eye. Try to keep it as close to the lash line as you possibly can. Sometimes it's hard. I know for me, I've got really curly eyelashes, so sometimes they're extra curly that day and they get in the way, and then I mess it up and I have to do it all over again. But just try to keep a steady hand. That's also key in the fleeky wing. Oh, shit. Sometimes you make one line bigger than the other and you have to go back in. Alright, so now that I have the base part of the liner down, show you right there, then I'm going to go, I try to keep it, I don't go past where my eyeshadow ends, okay? So I kind of close my eye a little bit, dot and swoop, and see, sometimes that happens. That did not do what I asked it to do at all, but I'm going to work with it because I don't feel like fixing it. So, it just came down a little too far, that's okay. Told you, sometimes this thing really, really has a freaking mind of its own. But then other days it works beautifully, so I'm just like, I don't, whatever. You can do what you want. Do what you want, because you're going to do it anyway. Something that helps me, though, whenever, these do start to get dried out, just like a marker does, so I will take the tip and kind of dot it. Normally, I do it in the bathroom. I do it on the side of the sink, and it wipes right off, but contour palette. There it goes. Alright, I don't know what just happened, but sorry about that. Apparently this computer has a mind of its own too. So I dot some excess on my contour palette so that I can have some fresh liquid to work with. It's really hard to use it if it's dried out, just like a marker. I'm going to have the same problem. So let's go back in. Dot, dot, dot. It probably just needs to be charged. That might be what it is. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start on my other eye. Now, when you do the other one, you got to make sure it's going to look the same. So on this side, because what happened with it, I did it a little wrong. So it came down from like the corner of my eye, it came down a little bit. So I'm going to have to do the same thing on this side and then wing it up and then come back. If that makes sense. So I'm just looking at it, trying to get the same angle. and about the same length that it comes out, and then go back up. All right. So, see, typically I don't do my wings like this, but you know, I'm kind of feeling them today. It's different, except this one's not the same as the other one. All right, there it goes. Now they're even. So, geez, this video is still so long. I didn't mean for it to be this long, but I don't have all that fancy schmancy shit that I can just fast forward and whatever. I wish I did, but I'm not technically savvy like that. Maybe one day. All right, so last but not least, on your eyes is going to be mascara. I have two different mascaras I like to use because they have different effects. The first one that I start with is the Great Lash. This is Maybelline, isn't it? Yeah, Maybelline. In the green and pink bottle. Very iconic. I know everybody knows what this is. I love this mascara because the brush is great. This one is older, so that's why I start with this one first. Doesn't have a lot of product on it. It just is going to like lift and brush out my curly ass eyelashes because, you know, we talked about that already. And then the other mascara I have is e.l.f. It has a very similar applicator, but the product inside of it is newer. So I use that to go back and curl and lift my eyelashes once this has been dried. So I go and get the tips of my eyelashes. They're just really long. It's a process. I can't wear sunglasses because my eyelashes, like when I blink, they hit the top of the sunglasses. And don't forget about your little corner lashes, all right? They need love too. Make your eyes look more defined as well. I got a headache and I don't know why. I don't like it. I told you this is a process. I've got my eyelashes really have a mind of their own amongst other things around me right now. So I'm pretty sure I got those pretty good. I'm going to go back and use that one in just a second for my lower lashes, but I like to wait for my top lashes to dry first so that when I kind of, oh, I probably just did it to myself. When I look down, like, it'll dot the top of my eyeshadow and I don't want to mess it up, so one step at a time. So like I said, I'm curling under and pulling up to fan out my lashes and get the tips of them coated in mascara. one lash down. So while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. It's getting hard to see in here now. This light is going very fast. There's the light switch. Oh, that works out. This right over here. Cool beans. This helps a little. Not much, but a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to take that flat brush I showed you earlier that I said I do my eyebrows with. I also have this. This is from Sephora. This was given to me by somebody, and it's breaking, but it is a perfect little eyebrow brush. It's got two sides. Can't really see it, but it's breaking. I need to get a new one. But what I do is I start and I brush them down first to outline the top of them, and then I'll brush them up and then do the bottom and then fill it in. And I've got one freaking curly ass eyebrow on this side. It always sticks straight up no matter how many times I brush it. But don't worry, in about a month I'm going to have these plucked. I look really funny with them brushed down. Okay, so I have this. Oh shit. I need a Q-tip. I have this stuff. The label is rubbed off by now because I've had it for so long, but it's lasted me forever. But this was the Joan Rivers. I think, I'm not sure if it was meant to be used as eyebrow powder. It might be brow powder. It might be, you know how she had that stuff that you can, if you have gray hair, but you, like you're starting to gray and you can like color it in. I think that's what this is for, but it matches my eyebrows. So I have always used this for my eyebrows. Probably I've had this for about 1.5 years now, and I still have some in here. And I also have a whole other one in my makeup bag waiting to be used for the first time. Okay, so can you see this? I'm outlining the top of my eyebrow. I use powder brow filler just because to me it's easier to work with. I've tried gel and I don't know, maybe it's because my eyebrows are so thick it just looks weird, but or maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. But I haven't been able to master the gel brow stuff yet, so until I master it, you won't be seeing me do a tutorial on it. Alright, then you're going to brush them back up after you do the top outline. Now you're going to go in and outline the bottom. And then just kind of fill it in. Lighter strokes closer to the middle of your eyebrows. You don't want them to be like, oh, that was a scary face. I should never make that again. Right, one down, one to go. Alright, cool. And then this end, it's like, it has like a metal end that you can brush them with, and it has this other end that's got like actual bristles on it. I like to blend it in with this one. Knock off some of that excess. And then brush them down. Alright. And we're going to go back in with my Maybelline mascara. I'm going to do my bottom lashes. I like to use the more dried out mascara so they're not so thick, because I have really long bottom lashes as well, so I don't want them to look like spiders. I just want a very light coat of mascara on the bottom lashes. All right. Looks good. And last but not least, you need lipstick to finish off your look. So I have a few of these colors. I'm going to use this one. This color is called Addiction. I love these. If you cannot afford the Kylie Jenner lip kits because they are astronomically expensive, I would have to say this is the second best thing. This is the Revlon Ultra HD matte lip color. It has like a base of hydration in it, so it doesn't ever fully dry on your lips, but it doesn't come off either, unless you want it to come off. So that's always good. And it won't dry out your lips like some mattes do. So I'm just gonna... This is like a pinky purpley color. I usually, and it doesn't matter what mascara, what lipstick it is, I just blend it into my lips, because I don't like that dark lip, like too bold, you know what I mean? So I like to just soften it up a little bit and blend it in. It's not that I don't like that look at all. I don't like it on me. Maybe I just have big lips, so I feel kind of like a clown if I got like a really bold lip on. So I just blended it in very nicely. So, hang on one second. I'm going to take my hair down and show you the finished product. Alright, so I'm going to take this, hang on, let me see what this percent this is on. 67, okay, cool. Take this in the kitchen so you get some better lighting and you can actually see what I just did to myself. Great. Alright, so, as you can see, wings on fleek, brows done, got my contour, got my lips. If you liked this tutorial, go ahead and share it, thumbs up. Yada yada yada. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button and don't say anything mean. If you know how this saying goes, if you got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Yeah, because I will be deleting negative comments. So yeah, if you did like this video, like, share, whatever. And yeah, if you have any suggestions for me, leave it in the comment box below, but try to keep it nice, please. I'm a sensitive little flower. And if there's anything you would like to see me do, let me know. I also like to do tutorials of me singing, so if there's a song that you would like for me to sing, drop it in the comment section. Let me know. All right, guys, I'll see you next week, okay? Bye. Thanks for watching.